that. So good to be here in Philadelphia. This is where I am from. I am from Philadelphia. It's good to be home. Good to be with you folks. Are you guys ready for a pretty amazing fucking show tonight? I'm sorry, this isn't a TED Talk. I asked you. Are you ready for an amazing fucking show tonight? That's what I like. So good to be here. I feel like we've all maybe had a rough couple of days. Maybe some of us, maybe not. Trump supporters out there, congratulations, I guess. Your guy did it. But I just feel like I'm glad it's over, and it's nice that we can tell our kids someday, we can look at our own kids and be like, you know, when you grow up, anyone can be president. No, like seriously, fucking anyone, it doesn't really matter. It's good to be here, I got some really terrific news, and I would like to share it with you guys, if that's cool, to the drop of a sick EDM beat. Is that cool? Do you want to hit the thing? I got broken up with by somebody I wanted to break up with. She wasn't that great. Than getting broken up with by somebody you want to break up with. So I was dating this girl for like, I'm more winded than I'd like to be right now. It's like, I'm gonna catch up and it's gonna be okay. I was dating this girl for like 3 weeks. Then it's a very serious relationship. And so, dating, and she's fine. She's okay. You ever date people like that where you're just kind of like, for right now, sure. You know, she likes scented candles, which is fine. She loved brunch. For me, I need a girl who likes brunch but doesn't fucking love brunch. Does that make sense? So, she called me and she was like, listen, we need to talk. And I was like, oh my God. This is amazing. I felt like I was walking into my own surprise party. And she was like, listen, I think that, you know, you're really busy right now, which I am. And she goes, I feel like you might be a little depressed. I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful you confused my boredom for depression. And then she was like, I just don't think that this is gonna work. And I was like, oh my God, I appreciate your candor. Thank you so much, but I actually have to get going because I'm currently doing the moonwalk and I don't want to drop these sparklers on the ground. These confetti cannons aren't gonna light themselves, but take care. So that's, hold the phone, put it down, prop work. So I live in Los Angeles now. We sort of really? Sure. Whatever. And my buddy's on Tinder, and he was like, you know, the problem with fucking chicks today, man, they're fucking shallow, man. Chicks are fucking shallow. They're all about dudes with money and Instagram followers, and fucking chicks are shallow. And I just love it. I love this country. It's the only place on the planet where a 37-year-old dude with 4 roommates and an improv team has the courage to call women who don't date him shallow. Is that the problem? Is that the problem? You're wearing a cat t-shirt and microwaving grilled cheese. Maybe that's part of your problem, Kyle. Unbelievable. So some fun facts about me. I am a recovering alcoholic, 8 years sober, mandatory. because you have to. 8 years sober. I went to rehab. Anyone here ever been to rehab? No wonder. Where are you? Where are you? Who did it? Hey, how's it going? How long have you been sober?
Oh, it wasn't for alcohol.
God damn it! It wasn't for the alcohol, she said. You're sober. I went to rehab, which is incredible. I highly recommend going if you've never been. It's the only place on the planet where you can cry in your sweatpants at noon and everyone's like, you're doing a great job. So great. How you doing? I was a pretty crazy alcoholic. But when I hang out with my friends now, they're weird about drinking in front of me, which I appreciate to a certain degree, just to be a little patronizing at times. My friends will be like, Bill, is it okay if I drink this Mike's Hard Lemonade in front of you? Just be triggering at this Applebee's that we're at right now. Like, I was a fucking crazy alcoholic. If I decide to relapse, it's not gonna be in a fucking chain restaurant. Like, I have more respect for my disease than that. If I decide to relapse, I'm gonna be chugging a bottle of 151, firing a machine gun there with a fucking cop car on fire behind me. Okay? Belt a bullet across my chest and a hawk on my shoulder for some reason. I don't know. So I'm okay with your mojito at Applebee's. That's number one. And number two, if you're old enough to be drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade, you're too old to be drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Grow the fuck up. I'll leave you with this relatively long joke with a weird ending, then we're going to start the show. I think NASCAR drivers intentionally crash their cars. And here's why. Imagine you're born and you're obsessed with cars. Everything in your life is cars. You have a little race car bed, little race car pajamas, little race cars on the wall. Just love race cars. And then somewhere around age 4 or 5, you're watching TV and NASCAR comes on, and your little brain can't even process. You're like, what is this? And your parents are like, these people drive cars professionally for a living. And you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be a NASCAR driver. They're like, no, you're gonna be a doctor. You're like, no, NASCAR. Right, you're obsessed with it, but you like hold on to it for too long. You're like 7, 8 years old. You're gonna be a NASCAR driver. And guys, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a NASCAR driver. Everyone's like, sure. But then you're like 11, 12, 13, 14. You're like, I'm gonna be a NASCAR driver. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a NASCAR driver. Everyone's like, hey man, maybe don't sit at our lunch table. You're like, I'm going to NASCAR. And then like 15, 16, 17, 18, go away to college. I'm gonna be a NASCAR driver. Everyone's like, hey man, maybe smoke some weed, chill out a little bit. You're like, no, NASCAR. 19, 21, 22, 23, you get some job, you're working in some corporation, like, I'm gonna be a NASCAR driver. Everyone's like, stay away from him, stay away from him, he's a fucking monster. And then by some miracle, by some unbelievable miracle, you get a NASCAR, right? You're like 25 years old. You get a NASCAR, and you're sitting there for the first race. It's the red light. Everyone you've ever known in your entire life is watching you. Yellow light, your dreams are about to come true. Green light, and then you're off, right? You hit that first left-hand turn, it's like you're going. Hit that second left-hand turn, your adrenaline's pumping, you're going. Hit that third left-hand turn, it's like you're going. Hit that fourth left-hand turn, it's like you're going. Hit that fifth left-hand turn, it's like you're going. Hit that sixth left-hand turn, it's like you're going. Hit that seventh left-hand turn, it's like you're going. Hit that eighth left-hand turn, you're like, it seems a little uncomfortable. Ninth left-hand turn, it's like you're going. 10th left-hand turn, you're like, these guys are kind of driving like dicks around me. He's driving like such dicks. 12th left-hand turn, you're like, I'll just turn on the radio to run. There's no radio in here. 13th left-hand turn, I think I may have made a mistake here. 14th left-hand turn, I don't think I should have been a doctor. My parents told me I should have been a fucking 15th left-hand turn, I just can't. 16th left-hand turn, I can't. How many more laps are there? I can't. 17th left-hand turn, there's no way I can possibly right-hand turn. You guys are terrific. You guys ready for a great show? Set, are you ready for a great motherfucking show?
a long second. You gotta laugh, man. This world is fucked up. It's over for black people, man. Jesus. It was bad enough with the cops. Now we got this dude? Oh, man. Gotta laugh, man. So much pain, man. So much pain. I read this funny article, though. This should cheer us up. I read an article about a homeless dude, right? He found $42,000 just laying around. Gave it back to the cops. And I'm reading this story, right? And I'm like, wow, he's stupid. Because isn't this what you pray for your first day of being homeless? Like you're sitting on the corner like, God, it's been 5 minutes. How do people do this for years? And then a bag of money appears and you give it back. No wonder you're homeless. You make homeless decisions. Like not even the angel on your right shoulder would have agreed with you. He's like, keep the money and we need the shower. This is ridiculous. Just gonna have my wings sinking like this? And you know what the cops gave him for his good deed? A paper award. And they framed it. Where the fuck is he gonna hang it up at? On his cardboard box? At that point, you're just being an asshole. What can I tell about me? Because I feel like we're family now. Ooh, yeah, I've been working out. I've been doing that. Not to be healthy though. I got tired of my aunt calling me fat. Like that's her thing. And she knows that's like a big pet peeve of mine. Like my biggest fear is being that dad that every time my kids' friends come over, they see the crack in my ass. Like I don't want to be that dad. I want to be sexy dad. Like every time my daughter's friends come over, like, oh my God, where's your dad? He's so hot. Like the last time I saw my aunt was 2 years ago, right? And she was like, you look like you've put some weight on. A little bit. Bitch. And then the white girl living inside me was like, throw up, throw up. So now I'm at the gym because I don't like the aftertaste, you know what I'm saying? My problem with the gym though is I'm self-conscious about my workouts. Like I can see the people judging me. Like that's all he's gonna lift. Oh my God, look at him struggle. Jesus, I can lift more than that. And that's the women, like y'all are assholes. I'm standing there like, mind your business, Susan. How about you work on your target areas? You know, I remember when I first went to the gym, I used to get excited because I saw all you women in your yoga pants. Like, dude, you ever go to the gym and look at them in the yoga? Oh, man, I used to stare at y'all so creepy. Oh, like, dude, I just be over there like, oh, yeah. Get on that yoga mat, girl. The things I would do to you on that yoga mat, girl. And then one day I saw a dude doing it to my girl, and now it's not fucking funny. Now every time she want to go to the gym, I'm like, that's not what you putting on. Nah, what happened to that workout burka I got you? And it's really just a regular burka, but I put a Nike check on it, you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep this family together. I'm uncomfortable. Shut up, it helps you sweat more. If you're a white guy over 70, stop using the men's locker room like a nudist colony. I don't know if you think a woman is just gonna walk in there and you're just gonna be ready, but it's not happening, it's just fellas. I'm convinced every naked white dude I see, his name is Dick, because that's all I see. I'm in a sauna, right? All my clothes on, getting a good sweat on, right? This white dude came in with a towel, right? Over his shoulder. What the fuck happened to your shoulder that you thought it would be better to put a towel there than on your nut? conversation. Like, I hope I'm never that comfortable when I get old. Come to think of it, I don't even want to get old. My daughter asked me if I wanted to live till I was 90. I looked her right in her 5-year-old face and said, hell no. 90? At that age, you can die from anything like sadness. That means one Disney movie can take you out. I don't want to get old, man. There's a certain kind of old that scares me. The kind of old when your body is shaped like a question mark. You know what I'm talking about? And like every time you talk, it looks like moths are flying out of your mouth. Like, is there a zombie in here? No, that's just my grandpa. And their hand look like it's stuck in a permanent gang sign. You ever see something like that? You just stare at him like, Jesus, how long were you crippin' for? Yo, it's time to get out the game, baby. You're too old for this. Their fucking back is shaped like a question. It's just fucking weird. Don't they always look like they trying to give you something hazardous? I don't want that butterscotch. They give me the cure for cancer. Like, nah, I'm good. I'll just die. I just thought of that. That was funny. Got a lot of questions about getting old, man, especially the afterlife, man. Like, you think there's homeless people in heaven? I know, right? That would mess me up, man, because that's like, I gotta deal with that twice. And imagine how you feel if you're homeless. That means God liked you enough to let you into heaven, right? But not enough to give you a studio apartment? That's fucked up. Now you sitting on the curb of a cloud just trying to figure this whole afterlife thing out? Like, how many Hail Marys did I need to get that studio? And I'm like most people, when you think heaven, what do you think? You think a better version than your living life, right? Which leads me to believe that Hugh Hefner is immortal. I think he died already and God was like, yo, I can't do better than this. We're just gonna send you back. What do you think when you think heaven? All white everything, clean, fluffy clouds, golden harps. But what if it's like that because God has OCD? And the minute you get out there, he's like, don't touch that. Stand up, float in the air, damn. Dude, I came up here to relax. And why is there plastic slip covers on the clouds? Like, come on, G.O.D. This is mad lazy, you son. What if heaven's boring? We don't know. We're going by a book. It's a great read, but we don't know. For all we know, God is just really good at marketing. Like, what if it's boring? Anytime I had fun, it was always with somebody I knew was going to hell. Like, what if we're all in heaven trying to sneak out because there's a hot party in hell? Yo, Craig. Yo, God see? Go make sure his eyes is closed. We good? You sure? Alright, check this out, fellas. When we get down, oh shit, who told Jesus? Everybody turn around. This is stuff I think about. What if there's nothing though? Like no heaven, no hell, We just floating in space, phasing through rocks, like, ooh, that tickles. Like, just to find out that there's nothing. Like, you mean to tell me I did the right thing for no reason? I took care of my kids for no reason? Like, you know what stuff I missed out on? You know how bad I want to try crack just to see if I can quit? No, because I'm competitive. And I didn't like how my third grade teacher explained the whole don't do drugs. I felt like she was challenging me. Because every time she got to that part about if you do drugs, then you're gonna get addicted. And she just kept looking at me. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, how am I a crackhead? Like, there's 30-something kids in this class. Why am I a crackhead? This is sniffing the know what mean boogers. Why the hell am I a crackhead? Going to recess. Yeah, man, I'm a dad, man. 2 beautiful kids at home, 3 and 5. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think they're safe. If you don't have kids, man, I want to tell you this from the bottom of my heart, man. Don't have kids. Don't. Oh my God. Dude, it sucks so bad. Oh my God. Did you know you have to do it every day? Every day they're just there, breathing. Asking me questions I don't know the answer to. Like, why the hell are you asking me? You see me use Google every day. I don't know the goddamn answer. Oh, man. It's so much work, man. I miss the days when I could just play video games all day, man. Can't do that no more because they just there waking me up every morning. That's what I got out of this. I got alarm clocks that I can't hit snooze on because I go to jail. At this point, I don't even feel like a parent. I just feel like I'm some old dude working on an assembly line and I'm training my replacement. Sucks so bad. My kids are assholes, man. Oh, they're assholes, man. Like my daughter came up to me, Daddy, we broke the box. You mean the box I've been playing with for 8 months, but not the toy that came with it, that box? You know, Daddy's been playing with that toy just to feel like he got his money worth, and you know that. But Daddy, if you buy us a new box, I'll tell people that you're a good person. First of all, fuck you. You should tell them I'm a good person because I stuck around. Oh yeah, trust me, it was 50-50. I see some of the women looking at me like, oh my God, he must be a horrible father. I'm actually not. I'm an awesome dad. It's just that I'd rather be an uncle. Oh, man. Yo, fam, you ever get jealous of white people? Like sometimes I wish I was white. No, not for the getting shot by the cops thing. I want to be white, right? Just so I can get color ink in my tattoos. Oh man, I get so jealous when I'm at the gym and I see a dude with a whole sleeve of ink. Oh, look at you showing off. Because mine look like somebody's doing shadow puppets on my arm. Just a thought. My youngest is 3, my boy. He's a bully. No, he is. Like he shoulder bumped me 2 days ago, right? Dad, watch when you walking. Yo, it took everything in me not to kick him down a flight of steps. Because he's only doing that because he know I can't hit him. You know what I'm saying? Because kids got rights. Which is funny because the only right I had growing up was the right to shut the fuck up. And he's 3, so he got that little kid voice, so it always sounds like it's gonna be cute. Daddy, what's up, little man? When we wake up in the morning? Yeah, little man, what you want to do when we wake up in the morning? I want to punch you in the face. And his mother thinks it's hilarious. She's like, oh my God, we need to give him karate lessons. No, we don't. Because I don't have enough time to take karate with him. And I'll be damned if he turns 10 and he's a black belt and I'm like, yo man, didn't I actually take the garbage out an hour ago? No, Daddy, you take the garbage out. Yeah, you're right, I'm gonna take the garbage out. Truth is, man, I'm jealous of my kids, man, because they have everything I never had. You know, I hug them every day, tell them I love them. I listen to their stories even though I don't care. I don't. I really want to be like, yo, shut the fuck up with your silliness. But I don't, because I'm a good dad, so I pretend like, oh my God, the poopy monster is here. No! It's all over me, the poop! Plus, they're mixed. I call them half a chance. Maybe they make it, maybe they don't, but at least they got a shot. They're Russian, black, and Jewish. Yeah, you know what that means, right? Scholarships. People hear the Jewish part, they're like, a black guy with a Jew? That's unheard of. It's like catching a leprechaun, it's amazing. Like Jay-Z don't even have one of those. It worked out the way I planned. When we get married, I'm taking her last name. We're looking for James Weinstein. Yeah, I know it's confusing a black Jewish. You want me to prove it? Mazel tov. I'll be a sexy Jew too, man. Dressed in all black with like a blinged out Star David chain. Rocking a Yankee fitted yarmulke on. See me in my minivan cruising through neighborhoods, checking my property, raising rent, you know, doing what I'm doing. As soon as I hop out, I got a dread here and a curl right there. I'm like, Lahaim, what's poppin', baby? Yeah. You like what you see? You want something kosher? Let's do this. My girl gets on me a lot. All you do is say negative things about being a father. There's plenty of good things you can say. Baby, you're right. Just like there's plenty of good things I can say about going to jail. I'm just saying, think about it. 3 meals a day, free gym membership. Oh my God, white people, you're gonna love it. Don't worry, we'll rewind, I got it. Nah, 3 meals a day, free gym membership, and the best part, you live in a gated community. Who doesn't want to do that? I'll leave y'all with this. If you don't have kids, all I'm saying is have them when you're ready. And by ready, I mean you're done having fun. Right? Because, you know, people are going to try to convince you, and I don't mean people, I mean moms. It's always the moms. Oh my God, when am I going to have grandbabies? And they grow up so fast, you just want to hold on to every single moment. Fuck those moments. Alright? Okay? Because mom is not going to tell you the real stuff about how you don't get to watch TV no more. Did you know that, dude? You didn't know that, right? I gotta watch whatever my kids want to watch. You know how many episodes of Dora the Explorer I've watched? All of them, dude. All of them. I I watched so many episodes that I found myself singing the song and the show's not even on. I'm walking around in public like, like this bitch better have a green card because I'm coming for her. And if you're not familiar, she's this short Mexican about yay high. She has a lesbian haircut, am I right? She travels around like a nomad. I don't know where her parents are at. But apparently they got diplomatic immunity. They just fucking, they just do whatever they want. I do them on the 10 o'clock news. And then she got the nerve to have a monkey for a sidekick. Who may or may not be a metaphor for a black person. I don't know. I'm just not comfortable with it. That's been on my time. I appreciate y'all. I hope you didn't almost die. All right, man. Y'all had a good time with me? Are you ready for some more? You ready for your headliner? Are you ready for your headliner? It is my pleasure to bring to you the party goblin herself, Trocadero.
Happy Veterans Day. Very important. Most important. So, let's get drunk. There are two kinds of hungover, Philadelphia. There's the kind of hungover where you wake up the next morning and you're like, what? I touched his penis over his jeans? It's okay, I'm sassy. And then there's the kind of hungover where whatever happened the night before wasn't even your fault. Because you weren't mentally present for any of it. For it was not you. That wasn't John. It was your party goblin! For those of you who are unfamiliar, the human brain is cobbled together with several pieces. There's a cerebellum, there's a cerebral cortex, and there is a goblin. She lives in the back of your brain, and she sleeps and she waits. On a pile of rags and regrets and old Tiger Beat magazine. She waits for the perfect opportunity. Now, anybody here that drinks knows your party goblin doesn't come out when you want her to. Everybody's had those nights where like you're ready to go and it's just not happening, right? You're sitting there, you're pre-gaming, you don't have work the next day, you're calling your A squad, your B squad, no one's answering. You end up calling that one friend that you kind of don't like. You're like, whatever, we'll be drunk. Let's go, Alexis! And you're just like walking from bar to bar. It's cold outside, you're like weathering the storm. You're like, one more. Trying to find hot guys to talk to. Why is that? Why is that when I'm ready to talk to hot dudes, there's none of them? It's like a Tuesday night. Where the fuck are you? Getting your beauty sleep? Come on, guys. And you're going, I'm sorry, I'm a feminist, but there's nothing sadder than two grown women buying their own shots. All right. And you're looking for guys, you're going in bathrooms, you're like, hello, you're looking in kitchens. Oh, like you're looking for someone to talk to. I did that joke in Madison, Wisconsin. They were like, we don't see color, we can't laugh at that. Please. Resign yourself to talking to some dude with a chin strap and a lift kit. You're like, tell me more about your family? Like, whatever. And then there are the nights where you don't see it coming. And the moon is in the right place in the sky. Mercury is like retrograde. There are things you can say, ancient incantations to invoke your goblin. She's back there, minding her own business, sleeping her goblin sleep, just butter. But she'll wake up when she hears you say, I guess I'll just come out for one drink. I'll just come out for one, because I have to be up early. You need to rage! Find the door guy. Ask him if he has drugs. Do not specify what kind. See what he comes up with. Jump on top of that table. Start dancing. There is no music. I will provide the music. 2, 3, 4. Jump off that table. Push that security guard. See if he finds it charming this week. Run across the street to 7-Eleven. Do a whip it. You might die. It's fucking worth it. Take out your phone. Text your ex-boyfriend that you love him, then turn your phone off. There's zero culpability on the part of your party goblin. She's not there the next morning to be like, oh my god, are you okay? Do you feel like me? No. She straight up ghosts at like 3 a.m. when you're hammered in the back of an Uber. Your crowning achievement of the evening is that you didn't die. And we've all had that. Anybody that's gone out for a crazy night ever has had that feeling where you've been out, right? It's been 5 hours, you've been out, you've been drinking, you've been dancing, you stole an ambulance, like it's been a night, right? And you get in the back of the Uber and you shut the door, and for the first time all night, it's quiet. And you have a sort of drunken moment of serenity wash over you, where your only thought is, oh my god, I made it. Followed by, I'm gonna throw up. And you're holding on to it, and the vomit's crawling up. It's getting weird here, like A1 steak sauce. It gets you here, like it's sour. Right? You roll down the window, you're like, it's too much air. You roll it back up, you're like, it's too much me. You're trying to hold on to it. You're trying to breathe. You're trying to do spiritual breathing. You're trying to like breathe in through your nose. But it's hard to breathe in through your nose when you already used your nose like a little too much. Come on, white people. You're trying to distract yourself from the impending vomit. You're listening to the radio. For the first time in your life, you're paying attention to the words of a Pitbull song. You're like, one of those tricks. We get it! We get it, Sesame Street. You look over, Party Goblin's got her head out her window like, and you know that it's Party Goblin that got you by the manner in which you wake up the next morning. We drank so much on my birthday, I slept for 15 hours. I slept so long, my muscles atrophied. I was this close to becoming a statue. Do you ever pass out with your full body weight on your hands? You make up your hands with just purple throbbing flippers. I slept so long I almost died, Philadelphia, okay? There was a point at around 5 p.m. the next day where my soul was like, should I just go? So what worries me about drinking, about partying, I'm 33 now, I'm doing okay. I go to the gym, obviously. What worries as I get older is, I used to write jokes about drinking when I was in my 20s, because in your 20s, that's what you do. You make mistakes, you're annoying, and then you grow up and it's okay, and you take out the hair extensions and life is okay. And then your stakes get higher as you get older, you have more responsibility. So what worries me about drinking as I get older and I have more responsibility is this. In my group of friends, I am the alpha, obviously. But I'm the one, I print the Groupon, I call the Uber, I pick the places, we go. Mostly because nobody cares. But I am the one that decides everything. So what scares me is that in my group of friends, if we go out and I get drunk and I make a mistake, what hope do the sheep who I lead have? if their Khaleesi is on the floor of 7-Eleven. So this is a story of one such evening. We were out the other night and we were just hammered. Like the kind of drunk where like you can't even read. You ever been there? And then you realize you're in Chinatown. Actually, you know you're fucked up when you're in Chinatown and you can read. Oh! Ancient secrets, not so hidden. Okay, so what's that? No white people? Got it. No problem. No problem. So we walk into a bar. I'm reticent to say that it was a club because I'm 33, but there was a dance floor and a DJ, and I had on like a little bit of body glitter. Right about now, you're probably wondering, Iliza, where are you wearing body glitter? I will tell you, Philadelphia, because my date was late to pick me up. Gentlemen, you must know. Every single woman in this room, the world, has a list of things she does to get ready. No matter how dressed up or how dressed down she is, we got a checklist. Everything from applying a balm to plucking a big toe hair to polishing a hoof. We have a list of things, okay, that every girl does to look her best. We get ready, and there is a point for every girl where we've gotten ready and we ain't getting any hotter, okay? There is an apex, nay, a pinnacle of attractiveness that we're capable of reaching. And we're done and we're ready. And every minute that you're late to pick us up is one more minute we spend fucking with our makeup and we get uglier. One time, my date was an hour late, I grew a tail. Like, it gets worse. This guy, thank God, was only 30 minutes late. He walks in, I'm on the ground, there's caboodle, shrapnel everywhere. I got half a Wet n Wild lip gloss on, I'm like, stay back, I'm a pretty girl. Like, it gets worse. Because what happens is, unfortunately for women, time is ever our enemy. And when we have too much time, then we start experimenting and adding, and we get fucking weird. So girls, the best thing you can do, if you're getting ready, give yourself 1 hour for your makeup. Your hair's like a whole other thing. Give yourself 1 hour. You don't need more than an hour for your makeup. Give yourself 1 hour for your makeup. Set a timer, do your makeup. And girls, when that timer goes off, chef, step away from your plates, put your knives down. And be fucking done, okay? Because it gets weird, and that's what happened with me and that body glitter. I found that body glitter. I had time. I went digging in a drawer. I was like, what's the haunted drawer? What's this? In hindsight, it wasn't even body glitter. It was straight up craft glitter. But I thought I could do a classy amount of body glitter. We've all had that thought, though. Do you ever think that? Do you ever think that because you're not trashy, you can pull off doing something that's trashy? You're like, I can wear fishnet stockings. I went to Stanford. Like, it's okay for some reason. That's how I felt about that body glitter. I was like, I just do a little bit. He's not here yet, so I'll do a winter frost. Winter frost. Side note, you know what white body glitter up close looks like? Conjunctivitis. Don't put it on your face. Just do a winter frost. What's a winter frost? Am I Elsa? Is it fucking frozen? Like, let it go, let it go. Just waiting. 5 more minutes later, like, maybe I'll just highlight the orbital rim. That way, when we're dancing, the light will hit it and it'll be like, just keep going. 5 more minutes later, maybe I'll just highlight my jawbone so he knows I come from good chewing stock. Just keep going. 5 more minutes later, sparkle fish. So now, I look like a goddamn road flare and we're in public. So, we go out, and one of the difficult parts about being a woman, besides everything, is that we're constantly at war, whether it's with societal expectations about how we should treat our bodies, think, act, feel, weigh, look, but minute to minute, we battle ourselves, we battle our minds, and we battle our own bodies. We are constantly fixing our hair, and our bras, and our makeup, and our mustaches, braid it, beat it, set it. We're always fixing something. Because if one thing is off, then the night is ruined, Scott. One time, I left my house without mascara on. I did a U-turn on a 4-lane highway. They will see the whites of my eyes. Everything has to be perfect. And gentlemen, I never want to leave you out. I'm so glad that you're here, okay? If you think, yeah, some high-pitched man voices. He's like, I'm so excited! If you think that all that's exhausting to hear about, gentlemen, try living in this fucking head, man, okay? Fun scientific fact about women that I made up on the way here. Women get 4 minutes out of every 24-hour cycle. 4 minutes where our brains stop telling us to fix everything and make it perfect. We get 4 minutes of a mental ceasefire. 4 minutes where your brain sends a message to your body like, homeostasis achieved. And the rest of the time is just mayhem. So we walk into this bar and I couldn't tell you why, but my first thought was, I gotta fix my lip liner. Now! Because I'm a girl, when we feel the urge to fix something, it has to happen now. Go, go, go. It doesn't fucking matter because for girls, one obstacle, one thing, we're like, that's what's in my way of finding the perfect man. Like just fixing your lip liner. Again, to the men in here, I don't want to leave you out. I don't expect you to understand the urgency with which I had to fix my lip liner. The only thing I can liken it to in male culture is like when you feel you have to adjust your balls. Similar immediacy as we've seen, we don't even think about it. When you feel that's gotta happen, you don't give a fuck who's around. Children's birthday party, Christmas Eve, family portrait, I'm messing with my dick. I'm messing with my dick in public. It's a dick puzzle, I'm solving it my way. Maximum comfort. I'm an American, this is my right. So, the veterans, thank you for fighting for that right. That means I had to find my lip liner, and only women will understand this. Girls, I was carrying a big bag. Right? It's so hard. So I had to get her. I had to find that lip liner in my bag. There's a very specific way that women search for something when we have a big bag. What do? You take a designated search claw, you secure it up here at the top, and you plunge it. Desperately grasping for anything, never breaking eye contact with your prey, your date. To the outside world, it looks like you're wrestling with a very small bat. Never breaking eye contact, maintaining conversation. What? I'm listening. Keep talking. I am. I'm listening. I can talk about I'm listening. Keep talking. Yes, I can. Yeah, say FanDuel one more time. I'm listening, motherfucker. Keep talking. Meanwhile, as a woman, you're having to come to terms with the 7th layer of hell that is the bottom of your bag. It's just a graveyard of dismembered pens. There's just sad lost pennies. There's always rusty pennies with gum glommed onto the side of Lincoln's head. He's like, 4 and trident, what is it? Get off my eyes! Please! You're just digging around. There's always a phone charger. In my purse, there's always a sock, like a little booty sock. I don't know why. Bits of paper, gum. Why is there always a crumbled Nature's Valley granola bar? What is it about the makeup of these bars where they just completely disintegrate upon entering the atmosphere of your person? And by the way, it's a horrible discovery because you stick your hand down there and you come up with oats under your fingernails. Under my fucking, what kind of POW shit is this? Nature's Valley? What secrets do you want? You stick your hand, you're like, tasty, tasty, digging around, right? There's always a concealer that lost its lid. You're in a nice outfit, you stick your hand down there and you come up with one creamy digit, you're like, no! No! It was expensive, you don't want to waste it, you're like, no! A little bit of glitter, no! Digging around a tampon out of its wrapper, maybe I keep it, no, I'll get sick, digging. Some tampons are still wrapped in paper. Tampax wraps them in paper. I don't know why. If that's not a war on women, I don't know what is. I can't think of a more easily penetrable material. You may as well wrap your tampons in cotton candy and well wishes. Because one always busts out. There's always one tampon right along the bottom of the bag. And he's got some ideas about his own autonomy, and he's just like, freedom! Cut to you sitting there later looking at his little bald head, and you're like, what if I don't ever blow on it? Don't blow on it and stick it in, you're gonna get dysentery, you'll never finish the Oregon Trail. Talked about tampons, she talks about women too much. Bringing up something else. This is probably not gonna be a very popular opinion, but you're in luck because it has nothing to do with the election. It's still gonna be an unpopular opinion. I hate Las Vegas. And, okay, cool. I know that some of you are like, where's this going? Go back to the election material. I know we're not supposed to hate Las Vegas because as women, we're supposed to like it. We have this Pavlovian response. I say Vegas, girls are like, Vegas! Like it comes out. Like I said Vegas here, some woman in Pittsburgh was like, Vegas! I want to share something with you that I've been thinking on. Las Vegas? Where is it? Las Vegas? You can't see it, but I know there's one hair. It's just gonna be there. It's like a new thing. Las Vegas isn't for women. It's only for men. I shall substantiate my claim with the following. The number one sport in Las Vegas is what? Killing prostitutes. Close. It's gambling. It's gambling, okay? But they only want men to gamble. And by the way, yes, there are, mostly it's a man sport. There are women that gamble. I always say it's a sport for guys. There are women that gamble. There's always one fucking Malaysian chick at the table in bedazzled sunglasses and a pink cowboy hat counting cards like a motherfucker. Her name is like the jellyfish or something, but for the most part, it's a sport for men, and you know this, and they only want men gambling. If they wanted women to stay and gamble, they only want men gambling because they only have women bringing the free drinks, okay? If they wanted women to stay and gamble, they have the dudes from Thunder Down Under, like, hey, you guys Shayla, but they don't. That's right, they have the hot gay men from Thunder Down Under teasing you. And it's not just women, it's like 80-year-old women that they're giving jobs to. I feel bad. It's smoky. They're coming out in tailcoats, thick-ass ice skater pantyhose, a kid heel like crumbling under 9 pounds of gin and ginger. Like, I remember when this was all desert. Like, it's a terrible look. And then, to keep you gambling, when you've lost all your money, because, I don't know, the dealer was showing a 6, and you decided to be here on Split Your Kings, now the table hates you. To keep you gambling, what do they incentivize you with? Free buffet coupons. But that's a guy thing too, because I don't know a woman in here that would be like, oh, free ribs, let the mortgage ride, yes! Coleslaw, put it in, let's just stay a little longer. And then make it as if you're there and it's a secret, like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Nothing's happening in Vegas. You're losing all your money, but that's it. Don't tell the wife what happened. Yeah, don't tell the wife that Tony got locked out of his room and he wasn't on the reservation, so he got fucking sunstroke because he fell asleep outside, and then he lost all his money at the craft table and he had to eat his meals at the Sbarro in the food court. Don't tell anyone. What a secret. They make it sound like Las Vegas is this hedonistic, bacchanalian fuck fest where like anything goes and everyone's naked. It's not. I have a story. A girlfriend of mine was in Las Vegas recently and she wanted to do drugs. Whatever. She wanted to do drugs. What is she talking about? She wanted to do drugs. And she's a hot girl, and the only benefit of being a hot girl is getting free shit. Otherwise, it's like a lot of moisturizing and contouring and Snapchat filters. So, she is at the party, and she goes up to like the bouncer sort of VIP guy in the area, and she goes up to him and she did this move that all girls do before we ask you for something you're not gonna wanna give us. Because in our heart, all girls think that they're cute and sassy. Every girl does this. We walk up and we go like this. Question. And then we try to like put a little unctuous used car salesman attack with, by the way, how's your night going? Like that, well, by the way, I'm treating you like a human for 2 seconds. How's your night going? Anyway, do you know we can get, I love this outfit by the way, I love this business issue outfit. This is great. Does that say security? That's so fun. Do you know we can get any cocaine? The bouncer puffs up, gets really serious and goes, you shouldn't have asked me that. Now I have to ask you to leave. We have a zero tolerance policy here in Las Vegas. Like, fuck you, Las Vegas. Zero tolerance policy? You got men and women dressed like lions and tigers fucking each other on stage in Zoomanity. Those animals don't go together. You got the country's only legal human trafficking ring within your borders. You got alcoholics carrying around yardsticks of daiquiris. But my hot friend wants a little booger sugar, and that's where you're gonna draw the moral line. I could go to Caesar's Palace, scratch a column, and blow would cascade down. But today's the day you grow a moral compass. No, sir, what I think it is, I'll handle this, is that you're a fucking dork, and you don't know where to find the drugs because no one ever wanted to party with you because you're a narc. So fuck you. Incidentally, my friend is banned from the Venetian. I think the worst part about going to who here's been to Las Vegas? Want to make sure that's not. Okay, all right. For me, the worst part, the only thing that's free in Las Vegas is your invitation to stare at the overly patterned carpet and hallucinate, and then suck in the free pumped-in oxygen like Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet, and then die. Or go to the pool. Because that's the only thing that's free there, okay? You go, you're like, oh, it'll be fine. Let's go here under the surface of Mars. It's fucking hot. And the pool is free. So it's just a clusterfuck. Everyone's there. It's like an aquatic DMV. You walk outside, there's like a refugee camp under the snack table. There's people coming from the old country with donkeys and a hot plate. Like, it's a mess. And you come down there with your girlfriends, right? And you're there with a group. If you're a woman, you go to Las Vegas in a group. If you're a woman and you go to Las Vegas alone, you are a hooker. It's gonna be hooker and trick. And you come down with your friends, right? We're there for a bachelorette party. Stacey's getting married. I don't know why girls do this. Like, wait, she's getting married. Yeah, we noticed she's the only one covered in a veil of dicks. We know she's getting married. You monster. Why do we do that? Is it a younger thing? What is it? Like, you're getting married. Dicks. Throwing like, yeah. Drink out of this penis. We don't do that to men. I've never seen a bachelor party like, Joey's getting married. He's like, this is my vagina. And I'm like, we're so happy for her. She's getting married. Cover her in penises. Shroud her in wieners. Why? What kind of a West African shaming ritual is this? Alright, so she's getting married. So she's covered in dicks. And she's like, Stacey's getting married. Whitney's getting a divorce. Kelsey's getting bangs. Whatever it is, we come out. And there's a pressure on women to look good. Whether you adhere to it or not, every girl feels this pressure to look perfect. Whatever your idea of perfect is. You go to the pool and we still get ready. Guys don't get it, look, I'll jerk off, I'll work out, and come to the pool. Like, that's it. In that order. You can't mess with the first two variables and put them after go to the pool. You can't jerk off at the pool, sir. But for girls, there's always the thought, the possibility of what if, especially if you're single. What if I go and I meet someone? What if I meet Snoop Dogg, who never leaves Las Vegas? What if I go and something happens, right? So we get ready. You go in the pool, you put on sunscreen and primer and concealer, and you spend an hour watching some Saudi Arabian girl doing a makeup tutorial on Instagram, so you're contoured like a nutcracker. Then you walk outside, spend 2 hours straightening your hair, and you set 1 foot outside. Eyelashes are cascading down your neck, right? Your hair's starting to kink out. You're like, they're gonna know I'm Jewish. Flatten it back out. You're walking out there, and you have a sweat mustache, and to make it worse, you're in heels. Because girls, we are stupid. And we've grown up watching video hoes, and all video hoes lay around in $2,000 bathing suits and fucking high heels because they don't have to move, okay? But in real life, every single pool in the world has a sign above it that says, caution, wet surface. But that doesn't compute in our girl brains. We're like, not me, this is a good idea. Yeah, honey, we're gonna get crazy in love. Look at me go. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, like your front teeth when you crack them on the pavement. You put on some flip-flops. We wore stupid bathing suits. It was on Kylie Jenner's Instagram. Let's do it. Yeah, you gotta go shopping, by the way, for Las Vegas. You can't just wear garbage. You gotta go shopping. Nice bathing suit. Going to a nice hotel. Nice bathing suit. None of this Target mix and match shit. One piece, right? The more expensive the one piece, the more liberties the designer takes with the pattern, the more fucked up your tan's gonna be. You should know that. You're like, it's cut out here, it's cut out here. Okay, you can wear that, but you're gonna burn. You're gonna end up looking like a vivisection of a cow on a steakhouse menu. I think the worst part, and by the way, so it's hot and you're tired, and because it's free, the waitresses don't want to be there. They're not assigned, they're not guaranteed a minimum, so they're just flitting around. The waitress at the pool, listen to me, will always be hotter than you. She's figured out a way to exist in the sun like a lizard, and she is perfect. She's a desert dweller. She goes to like UNLV, she's a communications major, she's like perfect. Tan, no bathing suit wedgie. Her name is Kelsey, and she just keeps like running around. I'll be right with you, ladies. You're like, you get back here, Kelsey, you bring me a grilled cheese. Like, you never back. So you're tired, right? And you're hot, and you don't feel, this doesn't feel exclusive or fancy. Like, this sucks, I don't feel special, I'm like privileged, right? What's gonna happen? And it's only when you're at your personal nadir, when you're at your lowest point and you've admitted that Las Vegas has beaten you, that you'll see in the distance an apparition. It's the spirit of a showgirl from Vegas past. And she inches toward you, and you and your girlfriend's like, what the fuck is that? Did you bring the Molly? I didn't bring Molly. Why is it happening? I heard you girls were not enjoying Las Vegas. I heard you wanted to enhance your pool-going experience. You're like, kill it with holy water. If you'll listen, she'll tell you a secret. There is but one way. All my characters sound like this woman. She's also a pharmacist and a goblin. There is but one way to enhance your pool-going experience. You must purchase a cabana. And you do it. So you go to Wells Fargo and you take out a loan for $30,000. And you buy the worst investment in the world. You buy the smallest amount of property for the smallest amount of time for the most money. It's the worst fucking ROI I can think of. And you get a cabana. And I think, so I had a cabana. I want to make it clear, I was given the cabana because I was working at the hotel, doing stand-up. I don't have like a side hustle dealing pie guy. I was there. And I had a chance to observe it. When you give human beings the opportunity to pay their way to be above other human beings, to be above the proletariat, you create sort of a class of douchebags, okay? And that's what cabanas are. It's like they spend a little bit of money and they get to feel superior. And there's a certain type of guy that buys cabanas. They're always on a bachelor party. What if it's always bachelor party, right? They're all toasting to being from the Bronx like anyone gives a shit. We fucking made it, bro! Yeah, they've all got on fedoras, open Tommy Bahama shirts. They're all tan and jacked and stunning, but they've all got tiny hands. Like, yeah! Little like bigger hands, yeah! They're fucking fist pumping. They're listening to like the 5th remix of Sugar, How'd You Get So Fly? Just fucking going for it, right? These men don't have money, but they're projecting an image of wealth. It isn't as if one of these men could afford the cabana. It's not like Joey had a good year pouring concrete, okay? These men pooled their money, ladies. Pooled their money like a village buying a goat. And they're buying expensive alcohol. Let's get 6 bottles of rum. Rum? It's 200 degrees outside, dude. You're getting rum? Are you a stranded pirate? Pick something clear. Let me give you one tip. As a grown man, you should never order alcohol that costs over $100. Take a sip and be like, it tastes like banana. Like you're a fucking child. So they're dancing and they're fist bumping, well, let's fucking do it. And these guys are trying to attract you. And remember, they're not trying to attract you to be their wives. They just want a Like, these guys are looking at you. His objective is to separate one of you, any one of you, from the herd, get you back to his junior suite that he's sharing with 8 other grown men on the ground level of the hotel. You thought it was a broom closet. It's their room, okay? These guys flew here last minute, middle seat, Southwest Sea Group. The hot one brought his shit in a hefty bag, okay? And even though you know these guys are not for you, right? Because we're still animals as a woman. You're on vacation, you're looking over, and even though you know these men are hot garbage fire, because we're women and we have a biological clock, there's part of us that looks over at them and thinks, he could be the one. Like, we still and so you let him talk to you. Right? What's your name, Jennifer? It's Natalie. Look, Jennifer, I do too. That's so much better this way. Look at him, he's so strong. Calling him Mongo, right? And he'll try to get you up to, why don't you come back to my room? I'll tell you about my company, Herbalife. Let's go. So you're following him. What I want to share with you, ladies, is before the age of 25, your girlfriends won't let you go. When women are younger, we have this Taylor Swiftian notion of sisterhood, where we think we're supposed to protect our own. We will do anything. We will form a phalanx around Stacy. Like, you can't have Stacy. No, Stacy. The subtext of you can't have her is, of course, because you didn't want me, but that's a whole other TED Talk. But we will do that. And I remember, and what's very interesting is this. In the last even 10 years, our social climate has changed so much. Certain words we don't say anymore. We're more socially aware. I remember, and this is something we don't do anymore, but I remember when I was like 22, this was a thing. This was as women, our last line of defense when a guy wouldn't leave you alone, okay? You're dancing with your girls, and why is it always a guy that's like half your body weight that won't stop dancing on you? You're just trying to dance, and he's just like, yeah, this is great. Hey, please! I will drop kick you. Right? Just like, you're like, what is that, right? And you ask her, like, please, we're just having a girls' night. That's a lie, by the way. When a girl says, I'm just here with my girlfriends, it means you're ugly. No one, I didn't put in all this effort to hang out with chicks, okay? Well, that's it. Get away from me. The last line of defense, and no one does it anymore, that we women that are over 30 used to use when a guy wouldn't go away was, you know what? We're actually lesbians. I remember that being the last Hail Mary thing we could say, which in hindsight is so stupid, because I don't know a red-blooded man that would be like, all right, I respect your privacy. I don't want to see a kiss. What I want to say to the girls here that are younger is enjoy the sovereignty of the protection of girls when you're younger, because guess what, chickens? After 30, it is every woman for herself, okay? After 30, you're on your own, hooker. After 30, your sex life becomes our entertainment. After 30, we're gonna be like, go with him! We wanna see what happens. I'm okay with saying the word feminist. I think a lot of women don't like to say it because it's not pretty. And you're right, it's not. It's not pretty. It needs a fucking facelift. I know it's like an anti-feminist thing to say, but keep it together. Because men kind of dictate the tone of our culture, and when a lot of women say feminist, men think some square-jawed bra is gonna kick them in the dick and take the fucking job. That's not what we want. A feminist means you want it equal, even, no more, right. No more, no less, maybe like a little bit more. But I'm okay to say it, and I'll say it because whatever. I'm saying it for like the 2 girls in here that don't know that it's okay to say it. And what I think we need to do, if we're gonna make feminism a real movement, we have to make it a little bit more palpable, okay? Palatable, excuse me, and then it'll be palpable. We'll make it a little bit more palatable. Let's start with something easy. Close the wage gap. Okay, that's gonna be hard to do because people are stupid, but let's start with something fun. Let's start with porn, okay? That's something we can get up to Congress. Let's start with porn. Because when I listen to women talk about it, They're like, I love porn, I love doing it. That's not her voice. I love porn, it's me. The other one's like a Rhodes Scholar that teaches at Wellesley. Like, that's not right. And while I end up doing it for me, I'm independent, I'm sexual, it's me. I'm like, okay, but something happened to you. And I'm sorry that it did, and that's terrible, and you've done the best you can, but let's not act like this is the most academic choice you've ever made, okay? Even the idea of porn, the girl's probably not getting off, and the dudes are, and who knows if they're getting paid more. I don't really want to know. Let's make some porn, let's make some feminist porn. Let's see some porn where women are enjoying it. Let's see some feminist porn. Let's see some porn where a girl kicks a door and she's just like, who's gonna lick it? Line up! Go! That is beat your best time. Go. It's so gross. It's so gross. And in theory, we're all cheering. We're like, yeah, girl power. But in practice, that would be horrible. Horrible, and here's why. Women are very sensitive, and if the first guy did his job well, I don't know a woman in here that would sit through the second guy. Halfway through, we'd all be like, oh, okay. I'll fire up my Pinterest page. I say, you know what's tough? I think what's tough, it's hard being a girl. I haven't been a guy in like a while. But I think what's tough is that we can't even look to other women to make us feel better because women are so mean to each other, right? We're so competitive. Now, the reason women are competitive inherently has to do with the fact that from about age 14, maybe 12, depending on the GMOs in your area, you have a biological clock that starts ticking, and it lasts to maybe age 45, 50 if you're Jennifer Aniston. So it's a whole big thing, okay? And you have that amount of time, and it's a time crunch to have a man, meet a man, have a baby, have a career. Basically, if you don't have your shit together by age 12, Cosmo says you're fucked. But that's that. And it's a race to do that, so women get ravenous and we compete. And if you think that you don't compete with your girlfriends, I call bullshit. Check any Instagram picture of you with more than 3 other women, because there's nothing casual about it. It's like, fuck it. Look at that, everyone. Look at this. Get everyone disappearing behind their own arms. Make it pointy. It's like a tiebreaker at a Mr. Universe pageant. Look at that. Look at the definition. Because it's not even enough to be thin. Whatever you are as a woman is wrong, apparently. It's not even enough to be thin. Girls want to be the kind of thin where it's like, what up, bitches? Find me. Like that kind of thing. And hopefully, I hope, whoever you are, I hope that you love your body. And I hope that you know that your body is perfect the way that it is. And by the way, for sure, and we create all these perfection, like stresses, like my body's gotta be this way. A dude will fuck like a dead harp seal with a wig. Like they don't know. You ever seen a scrotum? Like, it's cool. Like, they're cool. Just, like, this is it, but that's fine. I'll take it. Are you breathing? Great, let's go. It's fine. It really is fine. But we put all these pressures, and at some point in all of our girl lives, there's been a point where you hated your body, and you wanted to be thinner, right? And you wanted to be the kind of thin where your friends were worried for you. So bad, fucking femur for days, just like stalking around Gap kids. I wear a youth large, don't hate, right? So thin, fucking clavicle you can sort of soup out of. I have a theory about this pandemic of the strive to be thin. I think thin, it's less about the aesthetic, but what it represents. Thin. We're talking thin, not like, it's getting motherfucking red. Like I have to absorb my vitamin D from the sun, like that kind of thing. Did I cricket? No. Like that. Apparently she's a creature that lives in a tower. Thin represents vulnerability. And to men, vulnerability is very attractive. Men love vulnerability because when a woman is vulnerable, she needs help. Men love to help. Men are about action. Women talk, right? That's what we do, right? Guys love to help. Like, please open this jar and save my village. Right there, man. I love it, right? Oh my God, help! My leg is caught in a bear trap. Help! I can't breathe. Like, they love it, and then they come in. And it's been that way forever. That's why the expression is damsel in distress, not overly opinionated dyke who needs a fucking hand, man. Like, that's why. So thin, my theory is this. Thin represents vulnerable. When you're thin, there's no fat on your body. When there's no fat on your body, you're cold. When you're cold, you stay inside. When you stay inside, you don't vote. I wrote that joke before the election, so just take out the politics. Everything we do a lot of things to make ourselves vulnerable. I'm a strong woman, but you're in heels. Why do you think you wear high heels? So you what? Can't run from your attacker. Great. Smoky eye makeup? What about that one? Because girls are like, no way, it's French, I'm Vogue. I just have like a cigarette. Smoky eye. No. Women do smoky eye makeup because to men, it makes it look like you just choked on a dick and cried. Very good. Don't worry about me. Gotta be smarter, girls. Maybe we'll go to Mars, right? We're kind of starting from behind here. If you want respect, I believe that you have to command it, not demand it. I believe those are two totally different things. And I think it starts with the way we speak about ourselves and the way we speak about other women. Stop calling other women whores for doing like the same shit that you do. And the idea that we're somehow gonna take back phrases and put power in them, like I'm a slut and I'm proud of it. Okay, well, you are a grown woman and that's your choice, but if we make that word okay, then 14-year-old girls use that word, and then they get called sluts and they don't know how to defend themselves. So let's just not use the vocabulary. Let's get rid of phrases like walk of shame. What is that one? First of all, I've never understood walk of shame. Especially in 2016, walk of shame. Who isn't taking an Uber? I've never understood the phrase though. I've never been ashamed of something I've done. That's not true. I've been ashamed, but I've never walked. I laid there with him and been like, let's talk about this. I've never understood the phrase walk of shame though. What's shameful about the fact that he and I had the same amount of vodka sodas, then he got too drunk to get it up, so he passed out, then I used his credit card to buy like $100 worth of Chinese delivery, then I stole his golf club. How to start saying smarter things. I think a great place to start is for the young women in here, stop saying that you want to be mermaids. And there's two camps. I've noticed since I started doing this bit. There's girls that are like, mermaid for life, and then there's women that are with me. Because to be a mermaid means for all of your efforts in this life, all of your education, all of your voting, all of your trying, whatever you've done, all you want to do at the end of the day is be a fictional fuck toy for a horny sailor. That's what a mermaid is. Read the story. Like, sailors were super horned up on the high seas. They're like, oh, we don't want to fuck each other yet. Let's invent something that can't run away. That's what a mermaid is. And it's more the escapism that scares me. Like, let's be mermaids. I'm like, we're about to have World War III, okay? Why don't you fucking take up arms? Let's be mermaids. Okay, why don't you swim back to accounting, gents? You've got a job to do. We can't be mermaids. T-shirt, I am a mermaid. Yo soy mermaid. Just please. Mermaid. Let's discuss the logistics of being a mermaid. So you have the information if and when the job opportunity presents itself on LinkedIn. You can make an informed choice. If you're a mermaid, you don't sleep. Mermaids don't, it's just this. It's just this, it's just you and your thick ass gorilla traps. Just like, you can't stop swimming, because if you stop swimming, something will try to eat you, fuck you, or kill you, okay? It's not dissimilar to being a woman in a downtown area. So people always owe it that as if I made that up. Then you're swimming around all day, you're probably pretty hungry, right? Well, how are you gonna catch any food? You don't have any animal catching accoutrement. You don't have claws, you don't have nippers, you don't have lasers like deer have. You don't have any of that. What do you have? You're a human, so you have a brain. You're a girl, so you have a big old girl brain. So I don't know what you're gonna do. Maybe talk a crab to death. Excuse me, do you watch 90 Day Fiancé on TLC? Excuse me. Okay, so you're hungry, you're tired, you're like, I don't care, because I'm gonna get to swim like a mermaid, and I'm gonna have long flowy hair like a mermaid. No, you won't. You ever go in the ocean? Philly, when there's actual waves? You're not gonna have long flowy anything. What you're going to have is one giant murdred. Some big Brillo pad, big old murloc, getting caught on propellers, it's getting stuck on coral, there's gonna be sea lice living in your murdred, there's going to be fish, this is what's happening, there's gonna be fish feeding off those sea lice, you've unwittingly created a sustainable maritime ecosystem attached to your head, okay? I mean, you're just dragging this along, but you're very smart, you're like, I don't care, I'll just cut it off. No, there's no scissors! No scissors in the ocean. I read the brochure. There's no scissors in the ocean. And I don't care what the Little Mermaid told us, because guess what, you guys? Ariel was a liar and a fucking hoarder. Hoarder! And we let it go because she was hot. There's not a man in here that if you took Ariel on a date and she brought you back to her like mermaid apartment, she opens the door, there's just trash, and she's in the corner with a fork like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Calling the health department. So you're swimming around, you're hungry, you're tired, you got this horrible murloc, you're like, I'll just cut off my murloc. You can't cut it off. You have to get another fish to help you. You have to get another fish to come in and use his serrated fish fang to saw off your murdred. You have to what? You have to what? Form a symbiotic relationship with other marine life. Okay, so we can do that. So now, you're swimming around, you got a fucked up haircut, and you're swimming, and you're hungry, and you're tired, and you're like, I don't care, because I'm gonna swim like a mermaid. Well, let's remember how mermaids allegedly swim. They swim. Hey ladies, do you love ab day at the gym? Well, that's your fucking life, sister! Entire existence is that of an R. Kelly backup dancer. Funny world. Now you can be a mermaid, or you can always get a job in front of a used car dealership. To get ready for my last Netflix special, I had to go on tour for about 8 months, and right before I went on that tour to prepare for it, to write the material, I broke up with my boyfriend, and everybody's like, oh, what's gonna happen to you? What's gonna become of her? Broke up with your boyfriend, now what? What's gonna happen now? You have no man. What will you do? How will you roam the countryside without fear? What will happen? You're single, you're over 30, you're single. You're single, now what? I'm like, I don't know, fuck bitches, get money. We like to scare women, we like to be mean to women when they're over 30. For some reason, our fertility always comes into play. Like, oh, what about your eggs in your life? I don't know, I'm fucking watching TV, get out of the way. Like, it's so... And you're allowed to just ask women that, and it's supposed to be. I remember we spent so much time mentally flogging ourselves. Nobody turns 30, ladies, and then just like shits the bed. You're like, and I never knew a person that wasn't a raccoon again. Like, it's fine. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, right? No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. But what you should know is that when you put so much time into like meeting boys and being perfect and thinking about it, guys don't think about it as much as you do. Maybe at night for like 10 minutes. But guys don't think about it. We have a whole culture dedicated to it. For women, you pick up, there's books, magazine articles, blogs, like you're single, now what? How to meet a man. What do you do when you're single? Top 10 new ways to cut your own man when you're single. Eat your face. What do? You're single. Drink these juices. You're single, now what? There's nothing like that for guys. There's nothing in GQ like you're single, now what? Because the answer would always be, now I jerk off where I want, no one bugs me. Like, they don't, it's not a thing. Do what you gotta do. Have you ever dated somebody who is so pretty, but so stupid? It's always girls that that's more audible, because all the guys are like, yeah, I brought her here, keep it moving. I gotta sit her, it's a nice night, keep it moving. that's a difficult thing between men and women. We don't understand each other, and it has nothing to do with men are pigs or women are stupid. It all has to do with the way that we're wired mentally. Men are visually stimulated, like a dude ate a popsicle stick with tits, like they don't care. And you probably met some of their girlfriends. And women are mentally stimulated, cerebrally stimulated. Men are visually stimulated. That means that a man has to be, scientifically has to be physically attracted to you before he can get to know your amazing personality. Like, he's never gonna be able to check out your personality from across the room. It's literally never happened. Where a guy's out with his friends and he spots a woman who's like half pack mule sitting on a bale of hay. She's got like a bucket of fish heads and a pig knuckle, and she's just like, 666. No guy has ever been like, you guys, I'll catch up with you. I want to talk to, excuse me, whoop. Don't want to spook you. You are. Absolutely hideous, but. You want a sugar cube? There you go. There you go. You're ugly, but you seem like you might enjoy Tom Clancy, light nipple play, and barbecue. Isn't that true? They have to be attracted to you. Women, conversely, are mentally stimulated. That's why we're always saying we need someone to talk to. That's how we process things, and that's how we get turned on. I just want someone I can talk to. I just want someone I can talk to, act with, sit there and breathe, Steve. Like, we have to have that back and forth. And I lost that with the person I was dating. It got to the point where I'd be like, what do you want to do for dinner? And he'd be like, well, I was thinking. I'd be like, who was thinking? Where'd I go? Let me ask you a question before we go. This is personal. Have you ever been having sex with your boyfriend and you're not into it, like obviously, and then all of a sudden you start to get really excited, not so much from physical stimulation, but because mentally you're like, this is almost done. And when it's done, he shall take me to the farmer's market! It's so sad how many women are cheering for that. Here's why that's sad. For sex to occur, women don't have to be mentally present. Men do. They gotta be all in. Otherwise, it's actually not gonna happen. A woman could be like a billion miles away. And women are shamed when we express ourselves sexually in any capacity. And when you get to know your own bodies, like, oh, you're a slut or you're a whore. So we get called these names so we don't say anything. And then we introduce porn into it. So guys watch porn and they see these girls like, oh, yeah, right? And then girls see it and they're like, that's the noise I make. And then you're having sex and it's not going great, but you're like, oh, yeah. And the guy's like, oh, yeah. And he thinks it's great. And it's just miscommunication. No one's doing anything wrong. He doesn't know. She doesn't know. So the best thing you can do is all we can help each other. Guys, I'm begging you. If you love the girl that you're with, talk to her. Give her a chance to express what she wants. If you don't love her, fuck her in the ear, send her home in an Uber pool. I don't care. But give her the chance to communicate. And girls, if you have a guy that does that actually cares about your pleasure, if you have a guy that actually cares and takes time to get to know you and ask questions, the best thing you can do to show him that you appreciate that is this. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you part of a joke, and for about 4 seconds you're going to hate me, but then I'm going to give you the punchline, and I'm going to go right back to being your spirit animal. There's some t-shirts reflecting that notion in the lobby. So, stick with me. If you have sex and he asks you what you want and you have great sex, ladies, the best thing you can do to show him how much you appreciate that is, the second sex is done, don't speak. Here's why. That's not your boyfriend lying next to you. That is a husk of a man. Physically depleted of all bodily fluids. Incapable of the mental cognition required to give you an answer you deserve. Because as a woman, we get back at it. We roll over like, what's a square root of pi? I love you. us, like, if you care about him and not fighting, what you do, girls, is you go get that man a Gatorade, you bring it back to him, okay? Let him re-up, then the interrogation can begin. Because I promise you, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. And I get it, I'm a girl, okay? You just had sex, oxytocin is flowing through you, you just hosted an individual inside of you for tea and a biscuit. Like, you want answers. But it's never gonna work forcing it out of him because you roll over, you're like, what are you thinking about? He's never gonna be like, you in a wedding dress. Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Yo, check this out, Philly. Yo, y'all were an amazing audience, man. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out, man. I just want to tell y'all on behalf of me, Bill, and Iliza, man, thank y'all for supporting live comedy because we've tried to do this without you and it sucks. Appreciate y'all. Get home safe. Peace and love.